Welcome back to AFT Dice League Season 13. It is round 9. First game for round 9 is Sydney versus Richmond. We've got a thriller at the SCG. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter is completed, and Richmond have kicked 2 goals, 14 to Sydney, 1-4-10. Second quarter. The second quarter has completed, so half time. Sydney have kicked 5-5, 35 to Richmond, 3-4-22. And it is Sydney by 9 points, 45 to 36 at half time. Third quarter. And the third quarter is completed, and Richmond, after half time, have kicked 5 goals, 6, 36 to Sydney, 2-6-18. And it is Richmond by 9 points at three-quarter time, 10-12-72 to Sydney, 8-15-63. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and it is ended in a thriller. Sydney have won by 2 points. They kicked 3 goals, 20 to 139 in the last quarter. So Sydney have won by 2 points. Final scores 11-17-83 to Richmond, 11-15-81. All right. So that puts Sydney in third place, 6 wins, 3 losses. Second game, Gold Coast versus Port Adelaide at Metricon. First quarter. And the first quarter's completed, and Gold Coast have kicked 6 goals, 38 to Port Adelaide, 3-1-19. It is Gold Coast by 19 points. Second quarter. Half-time, siren has gone, and Gold Coast have kicked 4 goals, 30 to Port Adelaide, 1-5-11. And it is 38 points the difference at half-time. Gold Coast way, 68 to 30. Third quarter. And started. After half-time, Port Adelaide have kicked 6 goals, 5-41 to Gold Coast, 1-5-11. It is 8 points the difference. Going into the last quarter, it's Gold Coast 79 to Port Adelaide 71. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Gold Coast have won by 19 points. Final scores, Gold Coast 16-16, 112 to Port Adelaide 13-15, 93. All right, let's go to the third game of the round. It's Hawthorn versus Essendon. First quarter. And Hawthorn have kicked 6 goals, 137 to Essendon, 3-5-23. Go to the second quarter. And the second quarter was pretty much even, but Essendon won the quarter by 6 points. They kicked 6 goals, 440 to Hawthorn, 5-4-34. It is 8 points of difference to Hawthorn, 71-63 going into the third quarter. Third quarter has completed, and Hawthorn have kicked 5 goals, 32 after half time to Essendon, 2-4-16. It is 24 points the difference. Hawthorn's way, 103-79. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and Hawthorn have won by 12 points. Hawthorn final score 18-10, 118 to Essendon, 15-16, 106. So that puts Hawthorn still on top of the ladder, 7 wins, 2 losses. Let's go to the match of the round for round 9. It's Brisbane versus North Melbourne, 3rd versus 7th at the Gabba. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter is completed. Brisbane have kicked 5 goals, 434 to North Melbourne, 2-3-15. And it is 19 points of difference to Brisbane. Second quarter. And the second quarter was pretty much even. Brisbane won it by 3 points. They kicked 1-4-10 to North Melbourne, 1 goal, 1-7. It is 22 points the difference Brisbane's way, 44-22 at halftime. Third quarter. And third quarter, after halftime, North Melbourne have kicked 5 goals, 333 to Brisbane, 2-5-17. North Melbourne won the quarter by 16 points, and Brisbane are only up by 6 points. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and it was a thriller in the end. North Melbourne kicked 5 goals, 6-36 to Brisbane, 5-4-34. But in the end, Brisbane have won by 4 points. Final scores, Brisbane 13-17-95 to North Melbourne 13-13-91. And that puts Brisbane on the second on the ladder with 7 wins, 2 losses, same points as Hawthorn, but their percentage is 25% lower than Hawthorn's. All right, let's go to the 5th game. It's West Coast versus Bulldogs at Optus Stadium, first quarter. And it's a tie at quarter time, 5-32. Let's go to the second quarter. And the second quarter is 5 points the difference at half time. West Coast way, 53-48. They kicked 3 goals, 3-21 to Bulldogs, 2-4-16. Let's go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, West Coast are now up by 14 points, 87-73. They kicked 5 goals, 4-34 to Bulldogs, 4-1-25. So it's 14 points of difference West Coast way going into the last quarter. And the final siren has gone. West Coast have won by 14 points. West Coast 15-12-102 to the Bulldogs, 13-10-88. All right, so that completes the 5th game of the round 9. Collingwood St Kilda round game 6 at the MCG, first quarter. And St Kilda have kicked 6 goals, 6-42 to Collingwood, 1-4-10. So it's 17th versus 16th on the ladder, second quarter. And St Kilda have kicked 6 goals, 37 in that second quarter to 2-2-14. It is 55 points the difference St Kilda's way, 79-24 Collingwood. Third quarter underway in this match. And St Kilda have kicked 6 goals, 5-41 to Collingwood, 4-1-25. St Kilda are 71 points up, 120-49. Let's go to the last quarter. And the final siren has gone, and St Kilda have won by 43 points. Collingwood in the last quarter kicked 6 goals, 4-40 to St Kilda, 1-6-12. Final score, St Kilda 19-18, 132 to Collingwood, 13-11, 89. All right, so that completes game 6. Game 7, Melbourne versus Geelong at the MCG. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, Geelong have kicked 5 goals, 3 to Melbourne, 4 goals, 2, 26. So Geelong 7 points up, quarter time, second quarter. Even in that second quarter, 2 goals, 2, 14. And at halftime, it is 7 points of difference Geelong's way, 47-40. Third quarter, Geelong have kicked 6 goals, 3 after halftime to 2 goals, 6. And it is 28 points the difference Geelong's way, 86-58 going into the last quarter. Final siren has gone, and Geelong have won by 15 points. They kicked 16 goals, 14, 110 to Melbourne, 14-11, 95. All right, so that puts Geelong in 4th place, Port Adelaide in 3rd. Let's go to the 8th match of the round. It's Fremantle versus GWS Giants at Optus Stadium, first quarter. And the Giants have kicked 5 goals, 5, 35 to Fremantle, 3-2, 20. 15 points the difference. Second quarter. And second quarter, Fremantle put on 5 points difference. Half time, it is 10 points the difference. Giants way, 66-56. Third quarter. And Fremantle have hit back after halftime. They kicked 3 goals, 5-23 to the Giants, 1-8. So it's 5 points of difference. Fremantle's way, 79-74. Last quarter underway. And the final siren has gone, and Fremantle have won this game by 22 points at home, beating the Giants. Final scores, Fremantle 14-19, 103 to Giants 12-9, 81. All right, so let's go to the last game of the round. For round 9, it's Adelaide versus Carlton at Adelaide Oval. Let's go to the first quarter. In the first quarter, very even. Carlton won it by 3 points. They kicked 3 goals, 2 to Adelaide, 2-5. Second quarter, half-time, Adelaide are in front by 7 points. They kicked 5 goals, 1 in that second quarter to 3 goals, 3. Third quarter underway. And three-quarter time, Carlton are up by 10 points. They kicked 5 goals, 6, 36 to Adelaide, 3-1, 19. Let's go to the last quarter of the round. Adelaide versus Carlton. And the final siren has gone, and Adelaide, in a thriller, have won by 4 points. They kicked 4 goals, 2-26 to Carlton, 1-6-12. And the final scores, Adelaide 14-9, 93 to Carlton, 12-17, 89. Oh, wow. So next round, match of the round is Brisbane versus Hawthorn. So it's second versus first, round 10 at the Gabba. All right, so the top 8, we've got Hawthorn on top with Brisbane second, Adelaide third, and Port Adelaide fourth. And then the remaining 4 teams, we've got Geelong, Sydney, Fremantle, and North Melbourne. And down the bottom of the ladder, we've got Essendon with only 1 win of the season. They've lost 7 in a row. Then we've got Melbourne who've lost 5 in a row. And then up the top there, we've got Hawthorn who've won 6 in a row, and Adelaide have won 6 in a row, with Brisbane winning 4 in a row. All right, that concludes round 9 for AFT Dice League Season 13. We'll see you next time for round 10 on 6th of August, 2026.